Uh, it's an interesting game. Has a nice concept, and plus you get to be a ninja, so that's I guess a one up there. Like, I'll be posting a series on it, doing all the bosses, because not that much, not that many bosses to be honest. And I played a little bit of it, so I could get like the gist of it. But I'll just start a new game here. So, if you like the game, anything, you can just tell me, and I'll just keep posting more series on it. But hopefully we can just enjoy the ride, I guess. And I'm not that bad. Hopefully. An interesting story too. Or at least where I've reached, it's been interesting so far. So I'll just, when the dialogue starts, I'll just stop talking so you can get it.
お前を倒し続ける。何度でも何度でも未来永劫ゆっくりと苦しみを伴う死。
So like in case you don't get it, apparently he's trapped in a prison and someone broke him free, so I know he's killing the guards to reach back to Earth. So finally this is the first guardian. The art concept is really nice if you think about it. Really interesting. And his hair is just amazing. Kill the jailer. Fight for your freedom. I like how he just walks out into the rain. Like, it's the first thing after he gets freed. He just decides to receive a weapon from a random person and just decide to kill people. Well, I understand killing the jailer, but the art concept is really nice in this game. You can move around, or if you're lazy like me, you can just press X and it auto walks for you. Now, the game is seen like a puzzle type thing, where it's an interactive puzzle, fast paced too, so you have to think while you're doing it. Well, in most puzzle games you think, as in like fast paced thinking. And I don't really like bird's eye view most of the time, but this game is really nice and it's actually quite useful because it transitions from that. I'm sorry for the mic. I bought a better one, but it hasn't reached yet, so just bear with me until like August the 3rd. So yeah, it'll just give you the basics of the game. It's really interesting. The fighting will start after he loses a couple bars. It's to the top right. The tutorial is really nice because I actually learned a lot from it, as you're supposed to in most tutorials, but sometimes you get that I just want to play the game and fight. But this one it's really nice because you actually feel like you're doing something in it. Oh, if you're wondering what language this is, it's Japanese. I thought that it would sound really cool in Japanese, mostly because I watch a lot of anime, so I got used to reading the subtitles. Plus it's easier to actually hear the dialogue, to read the dialogue and actually hear what I'm saying as well. Charge. Like right now this game is free on PlayStation Plus, so it's really nice. I like it. It's pretty fun. I think the fighting starts after he loses this bar of health, and then it gets really interesting. I don't know too much about the person himself, the guy with the sword I'm using. But here's where the puzzle aspects come in. It's really interesting, I like it. And it has this fighting mode. It's really good. He's fairly easy. He gets repetitive after a while to where you can just read his movements. Like right there. See, he becomes really slow. Probably because he's the first boss, but it gets really hard after him, to be honest. Like, you think they wouldn't transition so fast from easy to hell, to be honest. But it's not bad. It's kind of interesting. Okay, here is where he gets serious, to where he becomes like an actual boss, I guess. Even though there are only bosses in this game, which isn't a bad thing. Some people might find it annoying, but I kind of like it. Oh, sorry. I've been used to playing like the other bosses, and they tend to parry a lot. Oh, sorry. Charge shot in this game does like a lot. It's ridiculous, to be honest. Like, you don't have to parry, but I tend to dodge because it's way easier. And I think you can get the drop on him much faster. And sometimes parrying is really hard. Like right there. I was going to try and parry, but I ended up getting hit. Should be fairly easy now. He only has 3 bars of health left. Bang, bang, bang. But I've seen there isn't any upgrades, like self-upgrades to the character, so if you're not into that, then I guess you shouldn't really play this game. If you think it's that type of RPG, but it's more like a puzzle-based game, where you're set against bosses, all of them have unique abilities, and a great art style too. Something you don't really see that much, or at least that I don't see that much. And what I like is that there isn't one way to beat the guy. If you prefer shooting, you can do that. If you prefer up close combat, you can do that. Me, I prefer teleporting and slashing, or using the gun mostly, so there's that too. It just depends on what you like to use. Alright, we're coming up to the last 2 bars. If you notice that his mask changes, it swaps places, I guess. His personalities, it's really cool. Ooh, I did not see that. Well, I didn't expect it to come from me, I should say. What I also like about this, if you charge shot, you can actually cancel movements, certain abilities that they do. So it's really interesting too, because if you don't want a certain boss to do something to you, which you'll see eventually. Like right now, if I didn't want him to do that, I could have charged his shot earlier, and he would have hit him and knocked him outside. It's really interesting. It's a good game, but since it's on PlayStation Plus, I don't think, like, I'm most likely going to beat the game, so I probably wouldn't buy it and play it over, because once you beat it, that's it. There's not really any, or at least I wouldn't think there's anything, unless there's like a bonus side to it, I guess. Fine. See there? And like, what I think is really interesting is that the last bar of health, to the top right, when they reach the last bar, that's when they use their ultimate, I wouldn't call it ability, but I guess it's their ultimate strategy, where they release all their energy type moves. And then, but once it's finished, they're dead, so it's not like you have to fight them anyway, so that's what I thought was really nice and interesting about it, I guess. It's a good game, you know, it wastes a lot of y'all was. those you can't break, so you have to actually go around them. But I will actually, I think it's really easy to really just charge shots. Wait, no, not really. Because he can actually teleport beyond them, but I thought I would just go around. Like right there, he's finished. This is the after this is the last part. And it's fairly easy because the game mechanics are really nice. See, you can't hit him when he's in that yellow stage. All you have to do is really dodge, and it's really easy. If you're wondering why I'm not hitting him, is that you see when they have that coloration on them, they can't be hit. They're immune to all types of damage. Ooh, did not expect to fight me back. But yeah, see, once you hit them for the first time after the last bar, they die. It's an interesting game, I like it. I really like the concept he has because he's like a futuristic ninja type thing. He's barefoot, so I don't know how he's not catching a disease or anything, but that's not, you know. I guess that's not really necessary to the plot. Damn, son. Damn, he killed him. I did not remember that. In the beginning, what I find weird is that he doesn't explain himself. All he says is that they were both trapped in this prison. I'm guessing he was above him, because if you looked earlier, or you can go back and watch, there was a planet above this one. So I'm guessing that's where he was. It's coming close to the end where I'm going to pause, well not really pause, but just end this episode. Yeah, that'll do it. If you liked it, it's a really good game. If you really want it, I think it should go up. It's on Steam right now, and it's also on PlayStation. I'm not sure if it's on Xbox, so you can just search it up. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And share it to your friends or your grandparents or something. Or your grandpa, I'm sure he'll like that. Alright, thanks again and peace.